Hello. Welcome to Healthy by Choice, the podcast that's here to ignite your belief in what's truly possible for your health and well-being. Hi, I'm Dr. Carrie, and what lights me up is empowering others. My mission has always been to inspire you to take your health seriously and give you the tools to understand your body on a deeper, more meaningful level. In each episode, we'll explore the healing power of nature, the role of real food as medicine, and how intentional movement can restore balance to your body and mind. So whether you're on a journey of prevention, recovery, or simply seeking more vitality, this podcast is your reminder. You hold the power to heal. Thanks so much for joining me. Hi, friends. Welcome back. I am so grateful that you are here. And speaking of grateful, I chose the topic of gratitude this week. It seems like an easy topic since at the time of this recording, here in the US, we celebrate Thanksgiving this week. And of course, the content comes easy for me because when I committed to creating a life that I love, I began with the practice of gratitude. It is absolutely one of the best mood enhancers that I know, and I love it because it's self-propelled. You don't require anyone or anything else to lift your own mood. And honestly, all of the influencers and people who inspire me, anyone who I tried to study who had created for themselves their own definition of success or happiness, they all talk about the importance of gratitude. So I took that on myself. One way, at least the way that I started, and is very commonplace to start, is keeping a gratitude journal. Every day, write down 10 things that you're grateful for. And so it is really important to note this is not just writing a list, but feeling, just take a moment to breathe into it and really appreciate a few things. And trust me, I know that on the hard days, it can feel really hard. And also, it's the most important when we're on the struggle bus to say, what could I possibly have to be grateful for today? Either something horrible happened or I feel crappy or I don't want to. But really, when we take a moment to recognize, I turn on my tap and water comes out. I flush my toilet and the waste goes away. There are so many things that we have to be so truly, deeply grateful for that when we give ourselves a moment, it really can change a state of mind. It's absolutely more effective right before falling asleep or upon waking because of the state of mind, the waves, and it will calm your nervous system. And as a chiropractor, I focus on calming nervous systems. So, keep in mind that there's never a wrong time, and yet closing the chapter on today or beginning the next day is very helpful to change your state of mind, to keep your gratitude journal at that point. Plus, keeping it near the bed or where you have coffee or whatever is fantastic. So cultivating an attitude of gratitude, for me, living it all day. While I'm walking or while I'm driving, I am consistently listing what I'm grateful for. Again, just a moment to go, whoa, these trees, whoa, the birds. And I often see hawks on my way in on my commute. And I just can't believe how lucky I am that nature and animals want to show themselves to me. I just breathe in those moments. It does put me in a positive state before I go to work. And most importantly, it opens my heart. So when I can come out of my head, out of my educated mind, I can then listen with my heart. And, those connections are deeper. And then everyone involved gets a little more, healing happens a little more deeply when we can be present with one another at that level. And particularly with ourselves, the biggest benefit is we can become more aware of our own feelings. We can be more present with ourselves just by toning down. There's a very common walking meditation by Thich Nhat Hanh where you breathe in, yes, 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 and you breathe out, thank you, thank you, thank you. And so I will do this if I'm walking the dog in the morning or when I go into the park. And guess what? You don't have to be walking and you don't have to do it only, at certain times. But if you are having a difficult time coming up with something to be grateful for, or if you're having moments of, somebody else is frustrating you or you are frustrating you, just remember you're always going to be breathing. And until you're not, but when you take the conscious moment of breathing in, yes, 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 it's that thank you letter to the universe. It's that connection to the bigger and all that is. Just when you inhale, yes, 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 and breathe out, thank you, thank you, thank you, you're grounded to yourself and, of course, your greater connection to source. And, change your focus to everything you do. All that you have to be grateful for is uplifting. I don't know how else to say that. It's uplifting. And I can share with you what I use. I often am aware that we have something running in our mind anyway, and so I don't want that to be negative or of the past or something unconscious. I choose, I'm so happy and grateful now. And sometimes that's just it. Sometimes all I'm saying in the background is, I'm so happy and so grateful now. I'm so happy and so grateful now. And then sometimes I'll change it to, I'm so happy that I'm so happy and so grateful now. And that can be enough, at least for me, enough to change the tune or the tone. Because, happy people feel happy. And it's easier to be around happy people, quite honestly. Grateful people are easy to be with, and it's contagious. People do glow, right? We all have an aura. We all have a vibe. And I choose to bring up my vibe as often as I can remember. And I love to be around high vibe people and spread that. And it's also a way that I like to greet people, particularly like if a group of friends are gathering for dinner, or, it's like the icebreaker. I like to ask them, what are you grateful for? It's a beautiful insight to what's going on, to hear about like what's maybe current for them or what's deeply seated, deeply rooted in my friends' lives. And then also it sets the tone for us being together. It's a really great conversation starter. Honestly, I really enjoy sharing with people. And we know that magic begets magic. Absolutely. And gratitude brings abundance. I have seen other people sharing, usually on social media or whatever, but I love hearing, and actually this time of year, people will sometimes list the things that they're grateful for on social media. I love that too. I love seeing the insight of, what do they have in their lives? What is special to them, or what are they not ignoring, not taking for granted? And for me, I just want to say how special this is, how much I absolutely appreciate you listening and being here. It is interesting to have this opportunity. It's been special for me to get feedback and know that my friends and family are hearing my voice far and wide, and that I'm able to spread a little bit of love and sharing this together. So I absolutely want to express my true gratitude for, I'll start this, the people who thought up the idea of the iPhone, the people who make the iPhone, the fact that it, found its way to me. I also have a microphone on my desk. I'm so grateful that I can sit in my room by myself with my little doggie and talk, and then it spreads to you whatever day or time you hear this, and whatever device or technology you use to hear it. I'm so, so grateful. I'm so grateful that my nephew is now 12, and if he wants to hear this when he's 20, it'll be available. I'm so grateful that my niece lives in Florida. She's in her late 20s. She can hear it now. I'm so grateful that I have to think about topics to share with people. I am so grateful that I am connecting with people with whom I will be interviewing. And so I'm having this opportunity to connect with people all around, et cetera, et cetera. So this is how my gratitude practice goes. And I truly live this. And I cannot say enough how much I appreciate you. And I am so grateful that you're in my life. It's one of my favorite words. It's something I live by. And know that I love you, and I'm sending you all my very, very best. Take good care.